It's a waste of time. In your life, you already have problems to deal with, such as not wanting where you want to be, family problems, your academics, your mental health, certain events that you cannot control, and your addiction. In your teenage years, this is the year where you build yourself for the future. Having to use your time to have a relationship with someone at a young age while not taking care of these problems first is a disaster for your life and your soulmate's life. You're basically inviting her to hell. This will affect your life and how you act with your partner, making your relationship last for a month or a year. Most teenagers only have a relationship because they based it on looks. Some based it on quality to align their actual reasoning to other variables. Simply, I like her because she's smart, but in reality, you're just attracted to her. If you love someone, you want to be with them forever, regardless of how they look, and have a plan to sustain that love forever. But in this case, I like her because she's beautiful, which means I'm in love, and that's it. Teenagers are still developing emotionally and socially, which can be detrimental to relationships because they don't have the experiences to deal with problems. Teenagers have so much to learn when it comes to life, such as their responsibilities, their prioritization, like their goals, how they act as a person, how to be disciplined, and many more. There are so many more things to learn at a young age than jumping through an early relationship. They are still in the process of discovering their own identities and navigating the complexities of adolescence. Their limited exposure to life experiences may hinder their ability to fully comprehend the complexities of adult relationships because they lack experiences in knowing themselves and dealing with problems. This lack of experience can make it hard for them to communicate well, handle conflicts maturely, and make smart choices in a relationship. Not having to develop emotionally and socially will lead to decisions based on emotions, which is not a good way to resolve problems with your partner. The lack of experience can result in relationships that are less rooted in a deep understanding of oneself and others, potentially leading to challenges in maintaining healthy and meaningful connections. As a teenager, this is the year where you should invest yourself first by knowing yourself and developing as a person to have a good mental health and combat these challenges in the future with your partner. Having a relationship at an early age means that your time is gonna be allocated to her. Think about it. You have to give her your attention, spend valuable time together, check her up if she's okay or not, and the things that you do in a relationship. Not only you're still developing emotionally at a young age and lack life experience, but you already have things and responsibilities to deal with in life that you haven't even fixed. And the fact that you're having a relationship at a young age is a waste of time. How can you take care of her properly if you can't even take care of yourself? How can you properly spend your time with her if you can't even fix your sleep schedule?
Ha, 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 ha.
Your family can be your source of motivation and energy. In fact, you can do that by yourself. I'm not saying you should be alone forever. What I'm trying to say is, at a young age, you should learn how to be productive and not rely on having a soulmate to be motivating. Spending your time alone for a while and having the guidance of your parents is the key of developing as an individual. You don't need her to be the reason for that. Use your time for yourself first. Once you're done with that, use your time to save your family and your closest friends. Then have a relationship. When things don't go well in a relationship, most teenagers get upset or depressed and don't know how to handle the situation. When a teenager builds a good bond with someone they like and asks them eventually to be in a relationship with them but get rejected for some reasons, they don't talk to them anymore, as if like they don't even know them in the first place. They simply don't know how to deal with this and make a solution out of it. They didn't get what they wanted, so they simply ignored and avoided them at all costs instead of having a conversation with them and at least fix the situation. They wasted their time building good connections with them because they didn't get what they desired, which was to be with them. Some of them simply can't accept the rejection and find ways to win their hearts, even if it causes their identity. She wants a funny guy. I'm going to be a funny guy. He ends up being a clown. She wants a tall dude. I'll extend my bone. Then she will like me. Stop controlling things that you cannot control. The sacrifice and humiliation that you get just for her is not even worth it. They get emotionally invested in these problems to the point where it affects the way they think. Their performance in activities and social interactions with other people are being affected, as well as their mental health, because they can't handle the rejection. They can't identify what's within their control and what they can control. The feeling of rejection from someone that they like is so emotionally intense that it overwhelms them, leading to making wrong decisions and regrets. When a teenager falls in love with someone, it always ends up being a distraction. The affection that they experience is so much for them to the point where they keep thinking about them every time they do something. When doing work, sleeping, and eating, you get so distracted by her beauty to the point where during activities that you do, your focus gets interrupted because of her affection, which ends up being a distraction. This can be a problem when performing an activity because you're not fully focused on your work. You're not getting things done because you're distracted by her. Even sleeping, the time when you rest your mind and body, but she's still in your head. It's like a ghost hunting you all the time. It's disturbing. You can't pursue your goals and activities if she's living in your head rent free. If you can't control these emotions, then simply confess to her. Confess your love to her physically or online. State the reason why you like her, and after that, state the reason why you're confessing to her. Then finally, see the results and let it go. The purpose of this is to get it out of your system, regardless of the outcome, whether it's negative or not. What matters is you confessed, and that heavy feeling of affection or that obsession gets out of your mind so you can move on. Having to be in love can give you so many imaginations with her that would most likely not happen in real life. We established that liking an individual can be a distraction from what you do. Having to imagine things with her is even worse. You're imagining in your head that you're impressing her during a basketball game by hitting that 3-point shot while she's amazed by your athleticism, or cuddling with each other on the couch, living together in a cozy apartment, and having a cute conversation with each other. Then you realize that she doesn't like you, or maybe she's not interested in a relationship. Then you get devastated because reality just hit you so hard. This leads to depression and makes you sad and upset. Having to imagine things like this is not healthy because you're making yourself a world where it's all comfort and her thoughts and viewpoints is different from reality. Think about it. You're changing her mind in your fake world by liking you because you're imagining the thoughts of you with her being together. You lose sight of reality and make your life more miserable. You're not giving yourself a favor, you're just making it worse for yourself. Instead of just handling the rejection, you'll also have to handle the things that you envision with her. It's not a healthy way to live, and this type of scenario should be avoided at all costs. Because this is not true love, this is fake. You are damaging yourself. Love is a beautiful thing. Having a relationship with someone is one of the most life changing moments in someone's life. It's a very special thing for both partners because it opens up opportunities for themselves that they haven't discovered on their own. The comfort and support of your soulmate help you in life and make your relationship meaningful. But you must learn how to handle things for yourself first so you can support each other properly. This is why, at an early age, they should save themselves first, save their family, and their closest friends. That way, there will be no interruptions when having a relationship. There will be no emotional conflict, financial problems, toxic friends that have the potential to ruin your relationship with your partner, and family conflict because you fixed all of that already. It's the most valuable thing that a person could ever have, so they should not waste that love on someone because of these problems. Become the best version of yourself for your future partner. Thanks for watching.